accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving your association to us, Mataji. All glories to your services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Priya Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call every day and giving your association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas. This is Sita Priti Devdasi from Pune.
Hare Krishna, Sita Priti Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving your association to us, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Darshini Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving your association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call. All glories to your services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Darshini Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Dandavat pranams to you. Dandavat pranams to all devotees in this Bhakti Sangha call. I'm Sumi from Chennai, India.
Hare Krishna, Sumi Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving your association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Darshini Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtida Sundaridasi and thank you for your wonderful recitation. Thank you for your services.
Hare Krishna, Kirtida Sundari Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call and giving your association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call. All glories to your services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining the call every day and giving your association to us, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome all of you to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call's mid-morning session on Shri Caitanya Bhagavat. The class will be given by His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu. Prabhuji, with your permission, may I go ahead and read Srila Prabhupada's quote for today? Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. 9th July. To train a new man is like training a wild animal to be a pet. Just like the tiger is trained in the circus and later on they are dancing to the tune of the master. So the point being stressed is training. A preacher should always be tolerant. Letter to Gaurahari, July 9th, 1971. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. We are very grateful to have you on the call, Prabhuji, to enlighten us on the topic of Sri Caitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, chapter 13, verses 19 to 30. I hand over the call to you now, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you are on mute.
Yeah.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. This is very Lord is reciprocating with all the devotees. And
Prabhu,
yes, Mataji.
Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry for the confusion, if at all.
Yeah, I opened the wrong file. I'll open it. Actually, here na, it opens only till first chapter, so it takes little time to reach till 13th chapter in Chaitanya
No
Bhagavad.
problem, Prabhu, no problem.
So I will need at least, because I have to scroll all the chapters in Vedabase. I don't directly get the chapter. I tried, somehow it is not coming.
Prabhu, you want me to share if you want? It's okay.
Yes, Mataji, you can also share. I'll take 2 minutes because I have to scroll all the chapters till 13.
Go
That's
ahead.
right.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So this is very important to discuss Chaitanya Bhagavat. Prabhupada wanted us to discuss in the evening time, so it is in the evening, but for you it is morning. But what is important here is for us the highest the topic, like all the essence of the other teachings of acharyas, they are given by Krishnadas Kaviraj. Sorry. By
Prabhuji, if you
Krishnadas.
want, you can open it here, Prabhu. This is a web page where you can get the Chaitanya Bhagavat.
In my laptop, I don't keep all these things, Mataji. I don't have, I have only Zoom and WhatsApp in my laptop. Okay, you can share, Mataji. I will just read from that.
Sure, Prabhu, give me a minute. You can see, right?
You can increase the font, Mataji, little bit. Okay, I will manage. Yeah. दोहान सन्यासी वेशे यानयार गृहे आर यते आसी भिक्षा निमंत्रण करे नित्यानंद हरिदास बोले यही भिक्षा बोले कृष्ण भजन कृष्ण कर कृष्ण शिक्षा. So here translation, both were dressed as sannyasi. At every house they went, they were eagerly invited to take their meal. Nityananda Haridas would say, our only request is that you chant the names of Krishna, worship Krishna, and follow the teachings of Krishna. Purport by His Holiness Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur Maharaj. Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur were dressed as sannyasis. The dress of a sannyasi or the garb of a renunciate is the dress of a bhikshuka. When they were eagerly invited to take a meal wherever they went, they did not accept anything. Rather, as ordered by the Lord, they simply requested everyone to chant the names of Krishna, worship Krishna, and follow the instructions of Krishna. We'll read all the till 30 verses. We can just scroll down.
That verse is done, Prabhu. Can I go to the next one?
Yes. We'll do all till 30. यही बोले बलि दुई जना चली या ये हया सुजना से बड़ा सुख पाया. After speaking in this way, the two departed. Those who were pious became most pleased. purport. The word Sujana refers to the devotees of the Lord, those who desire superior status and who take shelter of the ascending path are called Brahmanas. Those who realize the insignificance of ascending path and as a result become tolerant like a tree by giving up their desire for various coveted material objects while accepting the mood of being lower than a straw in the street and realizing the uselessness of the honor of self-respect by offering respect to everyone are called Sujanas. People who are inclined towards Krishna are Sujanas, while Bhikshukas who are attached to the opulence that are not related to Krishna are Brahmanas, desirous of material enjoyment or liberation. Any Brahmana who is engaged in the service of Lord is called Sujana. One who is not engaged in the service is known as Mayavada Durjana rather than a Sujana. That is why the scriptures, Padma Puran, describes the Sujana as follows. Swapakam iva neksheta loke vipram avisramam Vaishnavo vipro bhayo pi punati bhuvana trayam. If a person born in a Brahmana family is an Avaishnava, a non-devotee, one should not see his face exactly as one should not look upon the face of a Chandala, a dog eater. However, a Vaishnava found in Varnas other than Brahmanas can purify all the three worlds. Inclination towards Krishna is the source of all good manners in this world. Persons who are decorated with good manners obtain transcendental happiness by engaging in service of Krishna. We will just discuss this two and then we'll go for the next one because there are two different topics. First is the charity that is asked by Haridas Thakur and Nityanand Prabhu in the 19th and 20th. They are telling, we don't want meals, we want you to chant Hare Krishna. That is the charity they are asking. This is a very important point. That means what exactly is needed for a living entity is they need to get connected to Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavya najatachit sarva vidhi nishedashu etayo kinkara. What exactly we need is to chant the name of Lord. That is the only thing we need to do. That means remembering Krishna is the only thing we do. And the best way to remember the Lord is chanting the holy name in the age of Kali. And especially this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Actually, the chanting of the name was there in the previous ages and there were so many names. But this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is very special. Why it is very special? Because it gives the love for the Supreme Lord. Whereas other names, like if somebody chants Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, or somebody is chanting Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, or Sita Ram, and there is somebody who is chanting Radhe Radhe, or somebody who is chanting Radhe Sham, Sham Sham. So many mantras are there. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the most important. Why? Because it has a potency to give prema. This mantra was available in previous times also, but the potency to give prema was invested by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now, not previous times. In other times, if they chant, they could get only liberation. They can be free from all the suffering, they can liberation. At the best, they can go to Vaikuntha, but not Goloka. That type of prema is not available. But now this Hare Krishna mantra has this potency. That is the reason they want to actually deliver them. They want to give them prema also. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this prema. So this name, what they are asking in charity. And this is actually the most important thing, the most beneficial thing for any living entity. If they chant the name of Lord, chanting is not just chanting externally. We were discussing yesterday also. We have 4 levels of sound. This I told many times, but just one more revision for all of us. because it's revising for myself also. That means when I am talking. So this is the Pashyanti Vak where I am directly talking, and then we have where we some conversation is going on in our mind. This conversation is conversations that continuously go. Array, after this class, I should take my dinner, and no, I should take rest, I should do this, I should do that. Some other thoughts we call, no? That is the Madhyam Vak. There is a discussion going on. But apart from that, there is another dialogue that is going on. That is what? It is at the level of our desires. Like we gave example, like if a small child is there, 1-year-old child. Now he don't know any language. He don't have any language because they don't know how to speak also. But one thing is there. What is their desires are there? He want to have the toy, or he want to eat. Means he want to drink the milk, or he want to look certain way, or he want to sleep in certain things. Some desires are there even for that child. No, that is at the level of Parava. So he is having the desires also, but desires don't have language. And then there is Pashyanti Vak, and then there is Paravak at the level of soul. So when we are chanting, it's not just chanting externally. We should also chant at the level of thoughts. That means when I'm chanting Hare Krishna outside, thoughts should also have Hare Krishna only. Thought should be something else. Okay, my neighbor got a good car. I am not just the oldest car only. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. When will I get another new house? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. When will I go and do this? When will I eat nicely? Hare Krishna. So chanting is going on. Some other stories are also going on. So the two parallel discussions should not happen. Chanting externally, internally also this should chant. And slowly at the level of Pashyanti Vak, at the level of desire also we should be able to chant. That is also very important. So when Lord Nityananda Prabhu is asking, they want that living entity get absorption in the holy name. And when the soul starts chanting Hare Krishna, then we enter into spiritual world. Then we don't have anything to do. That's all. Now the soul is having some other problems. This is the point. So that is the greatest gift. Meditating on the Lord is the greatest gift. And that is the greatest success. We were discussing this also. Presently, the definition of success is based on mode of passion. But their previous ages, the definition of success was based on goodness. And for us, the definition of success should be transcendental. That should be the way we should work. Like now, presently, what is the definition of success for people? How many followers you have on Instagram? How much money we have? How many cars are parked in front of my house? How much famous I am? How much good looking I am? All these things are considered success because that is the success definition for people who are in passion. But a person who is in goodness, his definition of success will be different. He'll be how much his mind and senses are controlled, how much is peaceful, how much he has knowledge, how much he has performed austerities. This is actually success for them. And for devotees, how much I am able to remember Krishna, how much I am able to develop attachment to Krishna. If I don't attend class for one day, am I feeling any great separation and I'm feeling some longing? Am I missing something when I don't chant or anything? That means I have some taste. So we need to have asakti and ruchi. That is actually what you're asking. So the point what I am telling is that is the greatest thing. What they are asking charity is they want us to meditate. Even for us also it's same thing. That Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. So and they want us to accept Krishna as Mata, Pita, Dhan, Pran, Krishna Samsara, Kore, Chadi, Anachar. So this is what Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur are teaching us to meditate, to focus. And all, it's not wrong to have money and facilities. But what is the problem is, there is every possibility, there is so much possibility that we get distracted with that. That's why we avoid. We try to keep simple life so that we don't get distracted with extra luxury, opulence, money, and all these things. It's not that people should not work for getting money and facilities, but they should also be careful not to get distracted so that they don't get affected. And Nityanand Puru Haridas Thakur, they are telling this is what you have to do. That's just chant Hare Krishna and life is perfect. Otherwise, living entity, why we are again and again taking birth is because we didn't do one thing. What we didn't do? We didn't remember Krishna at the time of death. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayah. Without any doubt, you'll come to me. When antakale cha mameva smaran muktva, you have to remember me and leave the body, which living entities are not doing. That's why they are taking birth again and again and again and caught. And Nityananda Haridas Thakur, they are able to understand, they are seeing the condition of the living entities. You got such a valuable opportunity, which human life, which is giving us such a nice opportunity to remember Krishna and meditate on him and leave your body and get out of this material world once for all. Why are you wasting time? Just chant Hare Krishna. This is actually what Haridas Thakur Nityananda. And for the next para, we can go to the shloka once you can share that. Because so much is there in this 21st. Yeah, proper about the Brahmanas. The purport is very big. So Sujana means people. Su means very good. Refers to devotees of Lord and who desire superior status and who take shelter of the ascending path are called Brahmanas. So, and those who realize the insignificance of ascending path and as a result become tolerant like a tree by giving up their desire for various coveted material objects while accepting the mood of being lower than straw in a street and realizing uselessness of the honor of self-respect by offering respect to everyone are called Sujanas. So here there is a difference between Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. And this is also very, very important. We can understand Lord only when we have humility and devotion. Otherwise not possible. So two things are what goes parallelly. More we are humble, more we develop devotion. More we have devotion, more we are humble. So this Dainyata, that goes very, very parallel. And that is actually what is needed. So here, those who desire superior status and who take shelter of ascending path. So what Brahmanas are doing, what is the difference between Brahmana and a Vaishnava? Brahmana, they are desiring for a superior status. They want to, because what happens is Brahmanas, they are very powerful. If you follow dharma, you get so much freedom. You experience a great amount of happiness. That is one thing. We get power also, we get happiness. Like people who do yoga. If people are doing yoga, what happens? Their body becomes flexible. That means they get some freedom. Our joints, now if they are not moving here and there properly, we are not able to sit and some problem. That means what? That means there is no, all this vata is accumulating because of passion and ignorance. That is the cause. But when we practice yoga, we are coming to goodness. So it gives flexibility. Goodness means flexibility. Goodness means pleasure also, in a different level. And if we follow, humility gives devotion. Similarly, dharma and sattva, they go like that parallelly. Person who is following dharma. And materially also they become very strong. Like Brahmanas are more powerful than Kshatriyas. They can control them with their power. And if somebody is following dharma like that, they become very strong. Like there is one story, this is before, at the time of Ramayana only, but there was one king. He was ruling his kingdom and he was doing in a very nice way. He used to collect taxes and all the taxes he used to spend on the citizens only. He was not even taking 1 penny for him. And he had some small land. He used to cultivate that land, and whatever comes from the land, he used to take for himself. So he was having very simple life. His wife also didn't have much jewelry. They were wearing some simple clothes and other things like that. And it went like that. No? And he was very pious and generous. He was following dharma so nicely. So one time what happens, there was a function, and everybody came, all the women of the kingdom, they came for the function, and this queen also went. And all these women, uh, they were wearing nice jewelry. In India that time, people used to wear nice jewelry for the functions. Now also some people wear, and they were having quite a good amount of gold. And the queen came, but she was having some simple saree. She didn't have any jewelry or anything. Then everybody started pointing at her and said, "Arey, what is this? You are a queen and you don't have any jewelry also. And we are the subjects of your country and we are wearing such nice jewelry. What is this?" Then she was very upset. She went to home and then she said to her husband, and see, what is this? Everybody is mocking at me. No jewelry, nothing. Do something. He said, "Arey, you know how we live. We have just some small land. We are just managing by themselves. Whatever I collect from tax, na, I'm just giving to the citizens. I don't take. I just follow this dharma very strictly." He said, no. What I want to tell from here is, if somebody follows sattva, not only just passion, sattva gives so much power. Such a power is there in sattva. But she was not pacified. And it's obvious. So then he said, okay, he called one of his courtiers and he said, okay, go to Lanka. Go and tell to Ravana that so and so king, he want you to pay a tax for him. And then this courtier, he goes to Lanka and he tells the name of this king. And actually, I forgot the name. I'll just a minute. I will just tell the name of this king. This was very not very famous name also to remember. So this king, he goes to Ravana, this courtier, and he says that see, so and so king, he is asking to give the tax, and Ravana was surprised. He said, "Arey, I never heard this name also. And you are telling I, Ravana, I should give tax for this king." And not only that, I never, he said, even demigods become afraid of me. What to speak of normal people? Even demigods are afraid of me. And you want me to pay tax for this king? And Ravana, he did not, he was quite taken aback. He was surprised. How can somebody ask like this to me? And that too, I am Ravana, the king of all this. And then he left. He said, okay, you think about it and tomorrow you decide and tell. So this courtier from this king, he left. And Ravana was quite surprised. He said, what happened? He came and is asking tax from me. And then he went to his the palace again after this in the evening, and he told to Mandodari, you know one thing, some funny thing happened today. And one fellow came and he was asking, he told the name of this king and he is asking some tax. I never even heard the name of the king. And he is asking me tax. And then Mandodari, she says, did you give them? Ravana said, are you joking? Why I give tax to somebody? I am supposed to collect from you, and even demigods give for me. Mandodari said, no, you should have given. Then Ravana just he had his own fun and then he slept. But Mandodari was thinking about it. And next day morning, when Ravana woke up, then she says, okay, Ravana was going for his, the court. And then she says, wait a minute, I wanted to show you something. I said, okay. Then she says she took him to the terrace of the palace. And there, every day, she gives some grains to pigeons. And then she tells to Ravana, see, now I will tell these pigeons. In the name of Ravana, if you eat these grains, your head will break into pieces. And Ravana said, Arey, they're pigeons, what they will understand? And now my name, if you tell, the demigods will be afraid. And all the humans will be afraid. What pigeons will know? They're birds. He says, no, let me try. And she says, in the name of the Ravana, if you eat, your head will break. And all the pigeons, they didn't even bother to look. They did not even eyebrows, they didn't even look up only. So then Ravana said, Array, it is full. Then it's okay. Now I will tell the name of this king. Because as soon as Mandodari heard the name of the king, she understood he is not something very simple. He is very special. So she told, in the name of this king, if you eat the grains, your head will be blown off. And all the pigeons immediately stopped eating, except for one, because it was deaf. It could not hear it, started eating. Immediately the head blew off. Ravana was surprised. He said, what is this? And he went to his court, and there were some girls, they were dancing for him. He is trying to distract his mind from what happened in the morning. And then after some time, this courtier from the king, he comes and says, okay, Ravana, now did you think about it of paying the tax? And Ravana said, see, if you want to be alive, just get away from here. Otherwise, I am going to kill you. And then that person said, okay, come with me to the seashore. And Ravana already got some interesting thing in the morning to see from Mandodari. He said, okay, let me go and see at the court. So, and the seashore. Ravana goes there with him. And this courtier who came from the king, he makes, with the help of a sand, he makes a fort. It exactly resembles like Lanka. And he shows him, you are seeing this? Yeah, it is looking like Lanka always. Now, this courtier who came from the king, he says, in the name of the king, and he takes the name of the king, and he actually, Lanka has 4 sides, uh, actual walls, and there are entrances on 4 sides. So he destroys one of the sand which he made, the fort, he destroys one of the gates. And then immediately the original Lanka's gate is also destroyed. Then he looks at Ravana. He says, Ravana, now did you understand? Ravana said, now I understood. And he gives him large amount of gold and all, and he sends him. So now he brings this gold to the king. The king gives to his wife. And this is a story from Puranas actually. So the wife, he looks and says, how did you get so much gold? He said, no, you enjoy, you make jewelry, whatever you want. So how did you get? Caught the courtier and says, okay, tell what is the story. Then he explains what all things happened. And then the wife says, no, I don't need this gold anymore. The king said, why? This is because I have you. I don't need this anymore. So the point here is the Brahmanas, no, they have that superior power. Like we hear the story of Vishwamitra and Vasishta fighting. Vishwamitra was a king, Vasishta was a Brahmana, but there was a power. So here, they desire superior status, they are taking shelter of ascending path, they are Brahmanas. But those who realize the insignificance of ascending path, and as a result, what they do, they develop different qualities. They develop devotional qualities. What they are developing? They are developing, they're tolerant like a tree by giving up their desire for various covert material objects. And also, they are accepting the mood of humility. Because with humility, devotion comes. Very, very important. We want to develop devotion means we need to develop humility also. So this is parallel. A person who has devotion is automatically humble. And most humble of all people is Krishna. So we associate with Krishna, person becomes automatically humbly, he does not feel. And if we want to know whether I have devotion or not, we can see how much humility I have. Based on that, we can test, okay, this much humility is there, that much proportionate I have. So what they are, first is they are tolerant and give up the desire for various material things, and they are humble like a straw in the street, and then realizing the uselessness of honor, of self-respect by offering respects to everyone are called such. So they don't want that everybody should respect, but instead they respect others. Now presently it is like a big thing. It's so difficult to give up. So difficult to give up that honor which we have, because it's people are ready to die but they cannot give it up. It's not possible. Only we have a strong ego which we are identifying ourselves. That's why if a devotion comes, automatically ego goes, that melts. Like when Karna was told by Krishna that no, better you join Pandavas, you know, you will win, and not only win, Yudhishthira will make you the king, and he will just obey your orders. He will carry an umbrella for you, and Bhima will do a chamara for you. Arjuna will kiss the floor wherever you kept your feet. So all these great personalities, they'll be like a menial servant for you. And because definitely they are on the side of dharma, they are not going to win. So Karna says, Krishna, I know you are Lord. I know Pandavas will be victorious. I know I am going to die. But I cannot leave Duryodhana. Because he strongly identified himself, he cannot give up that identity. Because that requires so much amount of humility. That is not very easy to come. Same thing for all the living entities, no, whoever is practicing also. It's not so easy. Like Karna had so much identification of it, he don't want to give it up. For us also, such identity is so strong for us to accept that I am servant, I am servant, I am servant. It is so painful. Everything only for Krishna. Okay, I heard this class, Krishna should be happy. I ate, Krishna should be happy. I spoke this to this devotees, Krishna should be happy. I did cooking in the day, I offered to Krishna, I went to office, Krishna should be happy. Every time only Krishna. We say, what about me? What about my identity? He says, forget about it, only Krishna. So that is very difficult. That's why devotion looks simple, but why it is painful? Because ego is getting hurt so much. Just to, because it is not slavery. See, the difference between slave and a servant is a slave now he does out of force. Servant here forever is doing out of love. Because I love Krishna, I want to do it for him. That is the state we need. Otherwise, it looks like slavery. Oh, this like in Russia when they translated Bhagavad Gita, wherever there was servant was there. From English, they translated in Russian as slave. They said you should become slave of Krishna. So now, even that type of translation also made many devotees for Krishna. That is a different thing. But it's not actually slave, it's love. And ego hurts so much, so badly. Like, I was just analyzing today, whole day, I did my morning things, morning services, dressing, abhishekam, class, and everything. And we cooked for the Lord, offered for Him. And after that, I said, no, it's now for my. And after that, it is my turn. Let me enjoy. So now Krishna's time is over. It's my the whole day to be servant is so difficult. So that requires great amount of humility, and that gives humility is then automatic devotion is there. You start loving it, and we want to be like that only. So that is the difference between a Brahmana. They want to grow. Vaishnava, they want to change the heart. So this is a great difference. Their heart is changed. Their heart is so soft. They want to do something. They want to just okay. It's not that they're weak. they are humble. And that's it. Persons who are inclined towards Krishna are Sujanas. Well, Bhikshukas who are attached to opulence that are not related to Krishna are Brahmanas. So for us now, we are for Krishna. We are Krishna's party. Let Krishna be happy all the time. So now we have discussed whatever time we have spent. Let Krishna be happy in that. Like that. So Brahmanas, they are desirous of material enjoyment or liberation. They are Brahmanas. And any Brahmana who is engaged in the service of Lord is called as Sujana. So the Brahmanas, they are Kanishta Bhaktas. They are not Uttama Bhaktas. They are Kanishta Bhaktas. They are the beginning devotees because they do bhakti, but they want to get liberated like that. But one who is not engaged in such service is known as Mayavada. So he is Durjana. He's not, he's born by Brahmana, but he's a Durjana only, he's not Sujana. That is why the scriptures. So here, Viprad Vishadgunayuta Ravindana Papada Ravinda Vimuka Supacham Varishtam Manne Tadarpita Mano Vachine Tatam Pranam Gunat Suklam Natuburi. Prahlad Maharaj says, Vipra Vishadgunayuta. He's a Vipra. He's a twice, he's learned in the Vedas. But the point is, he's Padaravinda Vimukha. He's against the lotus feet of the Lord. And that's why he cannot deliver himself. Whereas Swapacham Varishtam, Swapacham means one who is born in a family of dog eaters. He is better if he is a devotee of the Lord because he can deliver not only himself, whole family can be delivered. So here also, we are not interested in like people are so much, the Brahmanas, they are given so much value. But for us, it's not by birth. So here Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, that he explains also, that it's not by birth, it's actually their qualification that should be appreciated. And we should go. We can go for the next shloka, Mataji. I'm really sorry. I should have done the homework, but somehow. Yeah, this is text. अपरूप सुनीलोक दुई जनारा मुखे नाना जन नाम कथा कहे नाना सुखे. Hearing the unprecedented words from the mouth of the two, various people found varieties of pleasures while discussing various related topics. The purport is, the word apurupa means wonderful, unheard of, or the form or beauty that has defeated all others. Only that much is there, nothing. Purport is that much only one line. Just check. Okay. We have 7, 8 more verses. Karibe karibe keha balaye santosha keha bole dui jana shipata mantra doshe. Some happily said, we will do, we will do. Others said, these two are crazy because of bad advice. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says, being pleased by the instructive appeal, the Sujanas agreed to follow the request, whereas some unfortunate people considered that they were under the influence of madness. The phrase mantra dosha means faulty consoling or advice. As a result of distorting the actual meaning of good counsel, one obtains inauspiciousness. Now here we see Nityanand Prabhu is directly Balram and Haridas Thakur is Brahma. Even these two great personalities are coming and telling a living entity, chant Hare Krishna. And the living entities are telling, no, 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 we are not going to chant. That means what we understand from this is that living entity is so stubborn. Even the Supreme Lord comes and tells also they are not going to listen. We should not expect much. Sometimes we are trying to preach and especially to our family members, they are not listening. We should not get discouraged. Why? Even Nityanand Pro could not get 100% success. Haridas Thakur could not get success. Krishna himself, he told to Duryodhana, he told to Dhritarashtra, he told to Karna. None of them were ready to change. Not only that, he just did not tell. He even showed his universal form. In spite of seeing the universal form, also they did not change. Can you imagine? Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra, Karna, they all saw the universal form. Even Dhritarashtra, that time Krishna gave him eyes and showed him universal form. Still that fellow did not ready to change. So this is the situation. So unfortunate situation of living entities. So they don't want to change, no matter how much uh, effort they're doing. Yes, Madhya, we'll go for the next verse. We have to complete in few minutes. तोमर पागले हैला दुष्ट संग दोषे आमी सबा पागले करी आसिया किसे. You have become mad on account of bad association. Why have you come to make me mad? This is what they are saying. Next, we'll do all till 30 and then. भव्य सभ्य लोके सभा हैल पागला निमाय पंडिता नष्ट करिला सकला. Many sober and civilized persons have become mad in this way. Nimai Pandit had spoiled them all. The face Bhavya Sabhya means peaceful, sober, gentle, pious, aristocratic, or qualified to sit in an assembly. So, this is actually what they felt. Yei gula chaitanya nityera nana na paila Vara Tarabade Gela Matra Pale Mara Mara. As soon as the two went to the houses of those who are not allowed to see Lord Chaitanya's dance, those people said, beat them, beat them. Siddhanta Thakur's commentary. Whenever the two preachers went to the house of those who were not allowed to enter Sriva's house, while Sri Chaitanya Dev was dancing and singing, those people attacked the two with harsh words. Some of them even attempted to beat them. While following the order of Sri Chaitanya, the preachers of Sri Chaitanya might face similar behavior even today. A former doctor of Shialda, the Society of Caste Goswamis, the community of pseudo renunciant and Shaki Bekis, and the 12 other unauthorized Mayavada Sampradayas are the prime example of such people. We will read other 4 verses and then we will. Eha bole yei dui jana kiba chora chora chola karicha arichaya bhulaye grihe griha. Someone said, perhaps these two are the species of a thief. They are wandering door to door on the pretext of preaching. The phrase chora chora refers to the species of thieves. They are species who secretly collect spies who secretly collect information and give it to their leader. They hide their actual purpose and collect information from door to door. Next. यही मत प्रकट के न करिबे सुजाने आर बार आसे यदि लैबे दियाने. Why would a Sujana act in that way? If they come again, we will take them to the king. The word dhyane derived from the Persian word divan means royal assembly, religious abode, court, house of justice, and darbar. If they are good people, why would they wander from door to door and speak useless words? If they come again, we will have them arrested and sent to the religious board. I have two more verses. I will share some things from. सुने सुने नित्यानंद हरिदास हासे चैतन्येर आज्ञा बाले ना पाए तरase. On hearing such talk, Nityananda Haridas Thakur Haridas laughed. On the strength of Lord Chaitanya's order, they were not frightened. Last one. यही मत गृहे गृहे बुलिया बुलिया प्रतिदिने विश्वम्बरे स्थाने कहे किया. In this way, the two daily wandered from door to door and then reported to Vishwambara at the end of the day. So here, this is a very important understanding we should get is even for Nityanand Prabhu Haridas Thakur also, they have to take so much blame. They got so much insulted for preaching. So it is not so easy to preach in material world, even for the Supreme Lord. What to speak of normal people? And Prabhupada went to such a situation and he did. That means he is really specially empowered. Otherwise, it is not possible. People are not interested. And what to speak of, now with so much all these things. Even that time of Nityanand Prabhu, with so much amount, at least some amount of goodness was there. Water was pure, air was pure, food was pure, but still people are not interested only. So living entity is so stubborn to enjoy this material world. Even Krishna comes and tells, Balram comes and tells, Brahmaji is coming and telling, and Shiva is coming and telling. They said, no way. We are going to stay here and enjoy the way we want. That is why there are so many philosophies here. And Lord is just facilitating everything. And he gives the opportunity for some senses. That's why if somebody is becoming a devotee is such a big thing, such a rare thing. And very fortunate people only come to Krishna consciousness. And so I apologize. Actually, I prepared something else because I opened only Chaitanya Charitamrita instead of Chaitanya Bhagavata when I opened in Vedabase by mistake in the search. And then I was preparing something, but now just on the spot, I have to see Chaitanya Bhagavat and I spoke. I really apologize for not whatever little bit I didn't prepare actually. I just spoke. I just reading and I'm just sharing whatever I'm understanding. So I'm sorry for this. Any questions, comments? Or I'll share some other things if you don't have any questions, comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, then with Pranam. Prabhuji,
Then
without preparing also, you gave excellent session. It doesn't feel like that you didn't prepare.
I opened Chaitanya Charitamrita and I read that and I said, okay, it is Rath Yatra and I'll speak. Then I saw it is Chaitanya Bhagavat. I made a mistake.
Prabhuji, I have two questions. One is that in the starting of the class, you were telling about two kind of Vak Shaktis.
Four
So,
levels.
4 levels, right? So one is Pashyanti, Madhyama, Para, and what was the fourth one?
Vaikarika. What I am speaking, you are hearing, this is Vaikarika.
Okay. And Para is something, the transcendental level of speech, right?
At the level of soul.
Then what is Pashyanti then?
Pashyanti is at the level of desire. So here now you don't need language. Like I was giving an example, like say, so many people, they go to temples. Now they go and they express their desires in their own language. Now the demigod is there or some deity is there and people are going with and they are asking in different languages. And especially in India, there are at least 10, 15 languages. People, of course, more than 100 languages. But they go now, how the demigod is understanding that language because they don't understand. It is not at that level. They hear at the level of Pashyanti vak. So the desire, I told the example of a small child. Now the child don't know any language, but he has desire. You are understanding? The child, he is 1 year old or 2 year old. They don't know any language. They only know crying, but still they have desire. So that desire, that level of that vibrations that happens is the level of desires. So that level is what actually is the communication with demigod. They understand our desires at that level.
Yeah.
So as soon as you stand in front of a deities, they understand what you are desiring. So that level also we should chant Hare Krishna. So that level is difficult, but at least at the first two levels, where are thoughts and where I am speaking. Now my thoughts are going on and I am speaking also. At these two levels, we should continuously chant.
Wow. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And another thing, Prabhu, you just said in the middle of this session that how Krishna bestowed eyes to Dhritarashtra to see his universal form, but still he was so ignorant. Like when it happened, I don't remember.
He went as Shanti Dutana. He went as a peace messenger.
At that time,
That time he shows universal form. Dhritarashtra, for first time he gets eye. He is just excited, and Krishna gives him eyes. And then he sees that universal form, but he didn't change. He continued to be like that one.
So Dhritarashtra was able to see because
he could see for the first time universal form.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Because what we heard is that even Duryodhan having eyes, Duryodhan and Shakuni, they were also not be able to behold that universal form because fulgent.
What happens is, that's what I was telling, humility and devotion. This is actually what is not there. Until and unless we develop this humility and devotion, we will not be able to understand the Supreme Lord. That is not possible. Even though he may be present in front of us, if you don't have humility and devotion, I don't have access.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Wonderful session. I think so. You don't need to prepare. You can give spontaneous classes. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Sometimes Lord want me to be humble, so he will create such situations like this. If we don't have questions, then we can.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Humble request. Prabhuji, the second thing what you told, Prabhuji. First you told that Prashanti you told, no?
Vaikarika vak, second is Madhyam vak. What Madhya we are vak. Thoughts is Madhyam vak. What thoughts are going on, so that is Madhyam vak.
Thoughts is Madhya vak. First is Prashanti.
Vaikarika. What I am speaking is Vaikarika. Then is Madhyama. Pashyanti is desires. Para is the soul.
Para is. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very, very interesting class, as always. Thank you. Spontaneous, but very, very, very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhu. Dear devotees, any other questions or comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the beautiful class. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So then we can end the call. Thank you all so much for giving us your valuable association. Thank you, Prabhuji, for this wonderful class.
Thank you. Thank you.
We can end the call here. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya
patitanam vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Shri Jai, Radha ki jai. His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the very beautiful class. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.